Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Andre Ward would have got lumped up against Beterbiev and Bivol. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Andre Ward, SOG, this man is a Hall of Famer. This guy was a very talented and decorated fighter. Taking nothing away from Andre Ward, the man was an excellent fighter. He was a B++ fighter. And I have to give him his flowers. Certified Hall of Famer, taking nothing away from him. But we got to be honest and unbiased. When people talk about Andre Ward and his legacy, and we talk about Beterbiev, we talk about Dimitri Bivol, we understand that both of those guys would have cleanly and clearly beat Andre Ward. I mean, you look at a guy like Beterbiev, he would have stopped Andre Ward, and a guy like Dimitri Bivol, he would have completely outboxed Andre Ward. Now, that's not saying that Andre Ward couldn't have been competitive against those guys, but he's not a super A-level elite type of fighter. He's a second tier, but a very, very good fighter at that. I mean, look, let me break it down a little bit more. You see Andre Ward, he fought Sergey Kovalev, the biggest fight in his life in the first fight. So we start with Kovalev 1. Andre Ward was hurt, he was outboxed, and he was beat by Sergey Kovalev. Now, Sergey Kovalev at that time was the man at 175. And one thing I'll tell you about Sergey Kovalev, if you stack him up against an Beterbiev or Dimitri Bivol, no one would pick him to beat them, even in his heyday. So when you look at it and you see the way Kovalev really won the first fight and was completely and utterly robbed of victory in that fight, you see that Andre Ward simply could not stack up against those guys. His chin, his boxing ability, he just simply was not that guy. He needed to rob Sergey Kovalev in the biggest fight of his career just to get the accolade of saying that, hey, I beat a top fighter. Then in the rematch, the guy played the nutcracker. I mean, you see him low blow after low blow. The ref allowed him to get away with a lot. And so at the end of the day, Andre Ward had 2 fights against Sergey Kovalev. Both of those victories were, shown to have a lot of controversy. So he's never beat a top-level A-list fighter without any controversies. So we need to see Andre Ward prove that he would do that. And he's never proven that. It's something he's never done. We've even seen Andre Ward dropped by a journeyman in Darnell Boone. Don't forget that. Look, at the end of the day, Andre Ward, he's an excellent fighter. He's a talented fighter. He's a decorated fighter, taking nothing away from him. But he simply couldn't handle Beterbiev's power or Dimitri Bivol's boxing skills.